Well, here we are. Uh, it's a new week, and I'm finally hooking into covering the fuselage. Ta-da! Here's the reveal. This is the first side of the fin, and all I've really done is glued along the what would be the rear main spar of the fin. So I glued the fabric on down that spar. These clamps are because it's pretty cool here, and the glue doesn't particularly want to go off. So I've got some heat lamps, and I'm just sitting the clamps on there for the time being while the glue initially goes off. And yeah, I'll tighten the fabric a little bit and glue it around the leading edge of the spar as well. It'll come up really well, actually. Hopefully without any wrinkles in it like that. But anyway, the other tiny thing I'm doing is these fill marks along the turtle deck here is where I put the ground plane for the radio. There's actually, I'll try and show you. Look up here under her skirt, and can we see there should be a big aluminium piece riveted to the fiberglass. That's the ground plane for the radio antenna. Yeah, so that's what those fill points are. But this big one over here is not. This big one is because there's a flat. There's a flat in the side of the turtle deck. So that's on the agenda as well, to sort of fill that flat and sand it and fill it and sand it and fill it. And I'm really not good at that, but anyway, that's what's happening. I didn't show you, but the fin has been painted with primer. It went through the whole routine with the cleaning and the etching and blah blah blah. So hopefully that paint will glue on there, and the Eco Bond really sticks well to the Eco Prime, which is what the white paint is. Well, here we are, finally started covering the fin. I've got the first side sort of on. I haven't put the tapes or anything else on here yet, but I will do. That's coming up. I'm reasonably happy with how it went, and not too many creases or anything in the fabric. I had a little bit of finishing off to do here around the top edge. I deliberately put more glue on here than necessary so I can cut it. I can cut the fabric where it's been glued. This is I'm reasonably happy with this piece. It wasn't all that easy to do either, but no, looks good. It's had its first shrink. Not super tight, but pretty good. I've still got this filler to do yet as well. It's slowly coming up. It's still a bit of a flat spot here. It needs to be a little bit more rounded, but it'll get there. Haven't touched the wings in a while. They're pretty much basically done. They need some fine weather where I can take them outside and wash them, and then I can start the painting process. Okay, that'll be right. The reinforcing tapes are on. The rivets are in. I think the next step is really to repeat this on the other side. The other side's not covered. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, the other side is whatever. The other side's still open. I can rough that in this afternoon before I knock off. I think that would be a pretty good thing to do. And then tomorrow I can put it on, shrink it, do the first shrink, and that's it. So anyway, yeah, moving along. All right, we're about to cover the second side of the fin. I've covered this side, shrunk it, put the reinforcing tape on. I haven't put the finishing tapes yet, but now I'm doing the other side fabric. So where I'm going to start is I'm going to start, I already have started, by drawing a line parallel to the trailing edge. I pinked the edges of the fabric that's going to go on the other side, and my intention is to glue it down along here. Yeah. Then I can worry about tensioning it and so on, and getting it square and all the rest of it. But I'll already have a starting point. There's enough fabric sticking down the bottom to bring it up and around and glue it onto this side. There's enough sticking up out the top to bring it over. It'll get cut off back about here somewhere, about the same as this, about that much. This will have to be marked and cut off. Yeah, this is the only tricky bit. Where you come around the corner, you're going to wind up with puckers and stuff there. That's going to have to be thought through a little bit. It's no big deal. I did it with this one. This is the fabric on this side, and it's sitting down really quite nicely. So it can be done. It's just that it looks pretty ugly if you do that. So all right, let's start by attaching this fabric. Well, you're actually attaching the new fabric to the existing fabric here. Got my Eco Bond. I've got a wider brush this time, but we simply brush it through beyond the edge a little bit. Yeah, there it is there. It's going into the fabric below. I'm not going to go all the way around yet. I will do eventually, but not yet. And then we wipe that in. Just with our paper towel. We're wiping it through this fabric and into the fabric beneath. Beautiful. Once this is glued down, and it's glued down parallel with the line that I've drawn, I'll let it go off, and then I can pull the fabric from the other side and tension it up here. So that's still a little bit loose here. It can move wherever it wants to. We don't want that. These little clamps work pretty well. You can actually put them on. They'll hold it, and they won't stick to the glue. Well, they might want to stick, but you get them off pretty easily. Give that a All right, here's the next bit we're going to glue along here and cut off all this excess. So I need to draw a line along here where I want to cut it off and get rid of all that. It's just this leading edge, which will always be a problem. But I want the rest of it to have gone off first before I start trying to put the leading edge down. But that's it. Matter of fact, we might call it done there. Let me hat on sideways. Yeah, we might call it done. I'll do this part in the next day or two. I'll take you around and show you what the other side looks like. This is the actual side we're doing. I don't know if you can see that very well there, but that's just glued on right now. There's no tension on any of that. Yeah, because I haven't glued this side down yet, so it's only partially glued down, but it's looking reasonable. There's no great wrinkles and what have you in it. It's actually a good feeling to be advancing on the fuselage. I'm quite happy with that indeed. Okay, let's see what happens. Have a good weekend. You know the rules. Get your feet off the ground if you can. Not much of a day here, I'll show you. But it's been, yesterday the fog didn't lift at all day. And today's not a whole lot better. Yeah. Looks reasonable, but it really isn't. Yeah. Actually, it doesn't even look reasonable. People are out doing circuits, but that's about all you can do. You're not gonna go anywhere. Yeah, so that's tomorrow in the winter time. And yeah, get your feet off the ground, and I'll catch up with you next week. I'll see you later. Bye now.